And we welcome you back, ladies and gentlemen, to Moundridge Sports Network, as we have a top 5 matchup tonight. Number 2, Sedgwick taking on number 4, Moundridge, both undefeated. Both have high-powered offense. You're going to see a lot of movement in the air from Sedgwick. Corey Crumrine is going to be a name we talk a lot about today, as he has 158 pass attempts and about 110 completions. 69% completion rate, just an absolute stud when throwing the ball. They can move the ball like nobody's business. How is Moundridge going to stop it? We don't know. How is Sedgwick going to stop Moundridge? We don't know. It's going to be a very interesting game here. About 2:28 left to go before we kick off. Moundridge in the black, Sedgwick in the white. It'll be a pretty high-powered game. A lot of teams, you face a top 5 matchup. You need an over game plan, you can under game plan. There's a pretty good balance you have to find. You over prepare, you're too nervous, you have too many things drawn up, you try to install too many new things to combat a team, and it backfires. So I think Tyler O'Connor's biggest game plan is just letting these kids play. You got to let the kids play. They're here for a reason. It's going to be a great game. 6-0, 5-0, Moundridge with a cancellation of Medicine Lodge. They're getting hyped. I'm hyped. 150. If you're not excited, I don't know what's wrong with you, because this is going to be some really good football. Injuries for the Wildcats, though, as Finn Burge suffers a fractured patella, dislocated, whatever you want to call it. He's not playing. So out with a knee injury. Schmidt still out with his ankle injury, hoping for a speedy recovery. He's thankfully walking, and thankfully Finn Burge is okay. Sedgwick is packed. Moundridge is packed on their respective sides. Overall, Wildcat Stadium is filled up to capacity, which is always nice to see. This place is going to be roaring. This is electric. KWCH is here. We're here. We are excited. 50 seconds left till kickoff. And take this return to be a double action out to Knitz. He shifts around and just tripped up by that 10-yard line. Starting out, Sedgwick really likes to come out and make statements on their opening defensive stands. They really like to get pressure to the quarterback early. Hecox, though, is known. He's so athletic. He really can roll out of the pocket and deliver an absolute dime. So it'll be really interesting to see how Sedgwick is going to combat. Something with a dual threat QB like Hecox. Hecox lined up with Grill to his right. Motions out Knitz. Takes one through, pitches out to Knitz, and he fumbles the ball up. A little bit of pregame nerves, and that ball's on the ground. Sedgwick is going to have it, and they are going to take possession on a costly Knitz mistake. Pregame jitters comes out as Sedgwick is ready to go. 11:38, we already have a turnover.
From the 8, or correction, first down and goal from the 8-yard line.
Sedgwick comes out swinging, they're ready. Moundridge pregame jitters cost them as Knitz with a rare turnover now, as Sedgwick's high-powered offense is going to come through. Could see a lot of inside runs here with Ferguson this close to the end zone. And they're going to hand this one off to Ferguson. He's so tall. 6'2", 200-pound senior.
Ferguson, the carrier, gains about
Ferguson
a yard.
gets about
With the tackle for the Wildcats.
3 yards on
Second
that.
down and goal.
Second and goal. 11:15 left to go. First quarter, 0-0 after a Moundridge turnover. And Crumrine rolls out and gets sacked. That's 6. Josh Kane stepping up after a Burge injury.
Run there, Corey Crumrine.
Sophomore Josh Kane, not much playing time this season, comes in swinging.
Brings up third down and goal from the 14.
10:50 first quarter, 3rd and 14 for the Cardinals. Looking to capitalize on an opening turnover. Crumrine rolls out, looking for Legree over the top. Doesn't have him, overthrows. Great coverage by Elmore. 4th and 14, Sedgwick is going to bring out their kicking team.
Down and goal from the 14-yard line.
I'd assume so. They might go for this. I don't know. It looks like they will. They're this close to the end zone. Moundridge has already turned it over. Why not go for it? Putting Moundridge in an uncomfortable position. Sedgwick really likes to go for it in these types of situations. 10:35 left to go. Incompletion to Legree in the back corner of the end zone. Great coverage by Elmore. And Sedgwick is going to call a timeout, and Moundridge is fired up, which as they should be after that stance. But what a play by Sedgwick to stay on their toes and see the fumble on the ground. Anytime you see a ball rolling, even if it's just an incompletion, work it on that just in case. So for them to stay on their toes and see that, that's really big. And Sedgwick is going to come out looking to convert on a 4th and 14, 10:35 left to go. First play for Moundridge is a fumble as Crumrine drops back. Nobody on him, steps up in the pocket, chase down, delivers a pass. That's intercepted by Knitz, and he makes up for the turnover. Knitz down to the 20, the 30, tackled finally out of bounds by 55, Micah Peterson. Kaiser Knitz makes up for the costly turnover, big and a huge return on that interception as Wildcat fans are hype as 10:23 left to go in the first. As Knitz makes up Crumrine, that's his 3rd interception on the year. He really likes to throw the ball. He doesn't force incompletions. Anytime he sees an incompletion is coming, he'll take it himself and step up in the pocket and take it for about 5. Knitz makes up for what he does on that fumble now. Moundridge, second drive. Second play of the game. Motions out Knitz. Falls back. Hecox takes this. Doesn't look for anyone. Looks for a flat to Knitz. Knitz dances around. Wrapped up immediately. It's number 43, Lutain Brown.
In on the stop for the Cardinals, number 4, Crumrine. Preston Agee. That'll be a loss of about 2 on the play on the pass completion from Hecox to Knitz. Second down at 12.
AG really shines in those situations on open field tackles. In the Inman game, too, we had a huge couple tackles. You can see a slant come in here, too. They really like to get it to Modelmog in these situations, especially when you bracket in Knitz like they're probably going to do. As here comes Greenwald out. Going to dance around, looking for extra yardage. Great athletic play by Greenwald.
Shoestring tackle there by number 14 for the Cardinals. Legree on the carry for the Wildcats. Logan Greenwald.
Whenever they have those 2 backs out, they really like to either go to Grill or Greenwald with how dynamic both of them are. It's Kane out for Burge now. It's first time really in all season. Hoping to have a pretty big impact. Already has with that huge sack on Crumrine. Hecox takes this, drops back. Clean pocket, rolls out. trying to dice and dance. He's going to shift around AG, and he breaks away from a run. Henry Hecox showing his experience, not forcing anything. 11 touchdowns, no interceptions on the year. 8:50 left to go in an electrifying first quarter.
That's a 3-yard gain for Hecox, who steps out of bounds on the Sedgwick sideline. First and 10 Wildcats from the 46-yard line.
Hecox, after extending the play with his legs, looking to channel his inner Lamar Jackson after Marion when he had that insane balanced thing. And that run down low, too, is just so huge. Knitz motions out. Passes one in here. Greenwald, as it's just going to be about a 3-yard gain.
Brandon Ferguson on the tackle of ball carrier Greenwald, who picks up 2 yards. They'll bring up second down and 8.
Overall, a pretty interesting thing here about the Wildcats is their versatility of athletes. They got a lot of guys. Expect Lane Durst to be active, who hasn't really been there all season, only 2 receptions. Expect him to get pretty into it, too, as well as Kane. You can see a lot of things go. But really, if Sedgwick's going to bracket in Knitz or Modomog, Hecox needs a clean pocket. It's something he didn't have against Marion and why they really struggled. As Crumrine's kind of playing off on Knitz, so you can see something here. They're going to give it to Grill, his first time, trying to score a touchdown for the first time in 3 weeks, and he's immediately wrapped up there. Takes about 8 guys to bring him down as Legree is angry. Another thing for Sedgwick, too, is their body language. They really show when they get angry. They're really hyped, too. Body language like that is not necessarily always a bad thing. It's only a bad thing when it shows how negative you are, how you're displays your anger. If you can be positive body emotions too, that's huge. So overall, being hyped like that, but body language in situations where your backs are against the wall can really expose how mentally strong your team is. Hecox takes it. Knitz in motion on the backside. They're going to try to recreate the play before his fumble, and he's going to take this one a huge gain there, and he's going to get them in striking distance. Coach O'Connor really likes to go for these. I thought only about 4 yards out here, averaging about 2 fourth-down conversions a game.
4th down and 1 for the Wildcats on the Cardinal 45-yard line. Correction on that tackle there, it was number 10, Owen Looper.
As Looper brings him down. Looper gets his hands dirty too, about 26 receptions for 5 touchdowns this season, 349 yards this season, pretty much doubling whatever the Wildcats have too. Knitz only 15 receptions for 195 yards, but 6 touchdowns, but as he has a huge interception this game. Hecox takes the snap, keeps this himself on a handoff from Grill, and they're going to stop the Wildcats on 4th down. Sedgwick's ball 0-0 will remain the score after 3 drives of play.
4th down, Hecox keeps it. Hubach hits him at the line of scrimmage for no gain. It's a turnover on down, so it will be Cardinal football at the 45-yard line. As we switch teams,
Cardinal football again here as they get a huge stop for the Wildcats. Try to do that inside run. They'll fake it to Grill there, and they'll really shine in on an inside run with Hecox as Crumrine takes this now, rolls out, immediately tackled by a swarm of Wildcats. That's Braden Den Hartog getting his hands dirty.
And Den Hartog, quarterback Crumrine. No gain on the play, maybe a short loss. Brings up 2nd down and still basically 10. At Schoolhouse Rock Musical again on the 16th and 17th. Please check your calendar and look for more information in the next few weeks.
Crumrine now takes this, really likes to run a flood out and gets it to his playmaker Legree, and he makes a man miss for about a 5-yard gain. Dallas Legree has been everywhere for the Cardinals this season. 41 receptions with 7 touchdowns, 623 yards, averaging 15.2 yards a reception and 103 yards a game. Quite the quarterback duel tonight, too. 21 touchdowns for Crumrine, 11 for Hecox. So Hecox has no interception. Crumrine has 3 with 1 in this game as Ferguson powers through to move the chains for the Cardinals.
Brandon Ferguson with the ball carry. Hecox with the tackle. 6-yard gain, good enough for a Cardinal first down. It'll be 1st and 10 Cardinals from the 44.
Crum right now takes this himself up in the pocket, catches the Wildcats off guard. He's going to move the chains again, so back-to-back first down on back-to-back plays for the Cardinals.
11-yard gain there by number 2, Crumrine. Greenwalt with the tackle. Gain good enough for a Cardinal first down.
Crumrine now has it. Takes this one, looks for a flat, can't see it. He's going to roll out again. Floats one out of bounds here. They try to go to Legree. You can really see.
It'll bring up second down.
You can really see as. You can really see. Sorry. You can really see how Crumrine leads with his eyes on those flood action passes too. Whenever they line up in that ace formation, his eyes really read whoever his target is. If you're a DB on that opposite side, you have to crash down in case of a slip tackle. Here it goes again. Crumrine all the way down to his brother. He's going to catch it on the goal line. 5 yards to go to break it down. As they are running a no huddle here, Sedgwick really likes to control the pace of the game. As a huge mistake from Elmore.
Tackle made there by number 4.
Just floats a beautiful ball up to his brother, the brotherly love, as that's about a 35-yard gain as it's 1st and 5 now, and they run up to that line, trying to catch the Wildcats slipping again. Crumrine's going to take this one out, hand this one off to Stouth, and it's going to be about a 2-yard gain.
Tackle for the Wildcats, Thomas Jenkins, number 33, the ball carrier. That would be Maverick Stoff.
Pretty big crowd here, like I touched on pregame. Really want to highlight Sedgwick's ability to travel. They pack that visiting stands. And also the Wildcat fans who have just showed up. This community is unreal. Best in the state for sure. Crumrine has this, going to dance around, is going to fire an incompletion.
On second down, the pass falls incomplete, brings up 3rd down and goal.
Sedgwick really likes to control paces of the game. They do not want to let them get into it. Anytime they have a big gain, expect them to do a hurry up to keep them going on and on and on and on. You really want to speed up this defense and make them have mistakes like Elmore did. Crumrine's going to take this himself, and he will score.
In from about a yard out is number 2.
Crumrine punches it in, breaks the scoring streak at about 4:18. 6-0. Sedgwick up on a Crumrine inside run. Moundridge's defense really has to do a better job at containing that pass game. Anytime they run that ace and they run out, you got to stay on your toes as a defensive back. Caden Elmore had a bad showing on that. Costly big rip on that. Put him out there 5-yard line, and they run it in.
So with about 4 minutes.
Legree puts it in. 7-0, 4:18 left to go in the first quarter.
Hey, here's a note that the book fairs will be coming up at
Kicking off is Sedgwick now. Wildcats back-to-back weeks with tough opponents. Only beat Marion 12-8 versus a Sedgwick 35-8 win. Legree's going to kick it off to either Greenwald or Knitz. Knitz takes this. They're going to look to do their double pitch back. Fakes out me. And immediately wrapped up. That's Corey Culp. Big 6-foot senior. Making his hands dirty. Try to catch the Wildcats off or the Cardinals off guard. Better than that fake reverse out.
First down and 10 yards to go from about the 9-yard line. No, correction, 14-yard line.
Spencer Crumrine, the freshman, with a huge catch. That's number 4.
MHS and MMS gyms. Come on out and support the middle school.
Freshman, his brother's the QB. Sedgwick striking early in front of the packed crowd.
Go Cats.
This Wildcats going to look to avoid another turnover on downs. That's back-to-back scoring drives without a touchdown. Rare to see them at home. They've been so efficient as Hecox drops back. Going to air this one out to Knitz. He can run, and he's going to catch it. He's got it at the 40. The 30 wrestled down at about the 25. Kaiser Knitz and Henry Hecox connect for a huge gain. Making a statement on their opening drive at this end of the first quarter. First play of the new drive. Why not go deep? Catch the Sedgwick Cardinals slipping.
61-yard pass play.
61 yards.
Good for a Wildcat.
25-yard line. Breaching enemy territory in the red zone. Huge opportunity here for really cover up small mistakes. They're really, really good at relying on mismatches too. Well, how Sedgwick is so dominant in these games is they rely on their athletes to make these plays. They have so many athletes everywhere that they rely on mismatches. Kind of an inside look. Can see a Hecox taking it himself here for about 4 yards. That's usually what this formation is. 7-0, 2:55 left to go in the first. Knitz motions out, bracketed it in. Hecox looks for something on the stop with the Knitz. He's going to score a back end zone touchdown. 2nd and 12, ball at 27. An absolute bomb to Knitz. Really let that play develop. Hecox showing his strong arm, and Knitz showing his athleticism, making up for his fumble with a pick and a touchdown. 2 big plays for the Wildcats.
Hey, here's a real quick note.
Knitz showing how athletic he is.
We would ask that you stop shaking the press box. Whoever is down below, please stop shaking the press box.
Please stop shaking the press box. Thank you, Mr. Rob. I do agree with that statement. As that's going to be good by Blau. 7-7, 2:43 left to go in the first. What a big play from Hecox, showing that arm. 12 touchdowns this season. And Knitz extends his thing and goes over 200 yards and well on his way to 300. What a play from Hecox. Isaiah Chapman caught slipping. As Moundridge is going to play their rival Inman to close out their season before playoffs here. A huge win here is going to set them up at about the 2 seed in the playoffs. And whoever loses their district is going to be the 5. So it's pretty interesting on how early you want to play that daunting #1 Conway Springs team. You really, now they're going to, I assume Sedgwick is really going to try to bracket in Knitz and try to stop that. I think Knitz really said is how he needs the ball in his hands. And I don't think that's any disagreement from anybody right now. He see what he does when he gets the ball in his hands. He absolutely torches defenders on how athletic he is. 7-7, 2:43 left to go. Defensive battle with a little bit of spice. Knitz, he knows he's getting the ball. He's running hard. He's so fast, so coordinated. Hard to find an athlete like him. Blau's going to kick this one off. Big gain here. Thrown down immediately. It's going to be a laundry on the field. 2:36 left to go. 7-7 in the first quarter.
Kickoff on the ground. It'll be penalty flag coming in on the play here from the Wildcats sideline.
Knitz fumble on the first drive. Sedgwick can't take care of business. Throws a pick.
Preliminary signal is holding against the Cardinals. It'll be a 10-yard penalty from the spot of
that
the
turns
foul.
into a Wildcats turnover on downs, and then a Sedgwick touchdown. And then as you just saw, Knitz goes out, 61-yard gain and a 27-yard gain. So had a lot of drives here first as Ferguson's going to take this one and gets absolutely nowhere.
Carry there was Ferguson. In on the tackle was Hecox for the Wildcats.
As Henry gets his hands dirty in a linebacker, he's so physical. Crumrine takes this, looking for Looper, and in there is going to be Model.
Number 2, Crumrine with the carry. In on the tackle after about a 2-yard gain would be Thomas Jenkins and Bear Modelmog. It'll be 3rd down and 7 for the Cardinals.
Crum right now rolls out looking for LeGreen. He's going to slip on a miscommunication there. Fired that ball early. Way to get up there, Lane Durst, by tipping that pass. Dangerous play there with Crumrine not seeing LeGreen falling. That could have been bad for the Cardinals. Do not want to give Moundridge this close of field position. Punting away now. Back to return is nobody. They're going to let this one go out. Got to be careful here. Elmore is really chipping with LeGree. I don't know what Caden's doing. You really can't let that happen. I know they were talking back and forth on Snapchat this week. As that's going to be a Sedgwick punt. Caden really has to watch his hands there. If you get flagged for unnecessary roughness, that puts you way back. You've got to have some ball security, ball knowledge where you're at.
.56-yard kick on the play there for the Cardinals. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Wildcats at the
1:25 left to go in the first. 7-7. It's a pretty big game. Something. Gonna do a little bit of radio here as we're figuring out the camera as Knitz takes on a 5-yard slant.
For Knitz is incomplete. That'll bring up 2nd down and 10. Hey, here's a reminder that the Moundridge Community Foundation will be having their match week here in a couple of weeks.
Still trying to figure out this tricky camera.
Available for participating organizations. Look for more information around town about the Moundridge Community Foundation's efforts to provide matches for community organizations.
As we're back now, trying to get the scoreboard camera. Sorry about that. As Hecox is going to get this one off to Knitz. He dances around and tripped up.
We'll call that about a 6-yard gain.
Sorry about that. Still trying to figure out some technicality issues. As should be good. A little bit of HDMI issues. Nothing new. As green malt trots on the field. So 50 seconds left. Time winding down in the first. 7-7. What a game. 3rd and 4 for the Wildcats. Doubt they'll go for it this close to their own end zone. Breaking out now. Hecox has it. Takes the snap. About 34 seconds left to go. Rolls out. Kane in his first read. Going to bury this one out to Monomog. And a missed pass interference call. Ref had his back turned. Huge pass interference that wasn't called. That ball was almost like uncatchable ball. I don't think you really call that a pass interference, but I think there might have been a penalty if the ref didn't have his back turned. You need those yardages here too. 26 seconds left to go. 4th and 4. Wildcats are going to bring out their punt team. Costly pass interference missed call. Personally thought it was a uncatchable ball, though. As Blau's going to kick this one high, deep. Going to cross the 40-yard line. Picked up about at the 45 here. 18.1 left to go on the clock. Sedgwick is going to take on their 4th drive.
Cardinals at the 40. Hey, here's a quick note from your Moundridge Library. Don't forget the library's got great...
Crumrine takes this, bobbles it, hands off to Ferguson, and is an angry run there. Gets about 4. Brandon Ferguson really knows how to run. He's so tall and so physical, too. He's got 59 attempts coming into this game with 4 touchdowns, 265 yards, averaging about 5 a carry, and you saw there he gets 4. 2nd and 6. As that's going to take us into a second quarter. What a game, 7-7.
Cheerleaders, cheer us on.
Wildcats punt, giving Sedgwick the ball. We'll be back here for second quarter action. As we're back for second quarter action, 2nd and 6. Crumrine's going to take the snap. Hands off to Ferguson. Fakes it out to Crumrine and Laundry on the field. They're going to back that up.
Got a penalty flag down on
False
the play.
start.
Signal is a legal procedure. False start against the Cardinals. It'll back them up 5 yards, and we'll try again. 2nd down and 11.
Second and 11 now. If you're Moundridge, you really want to keep that.
Hey, play clock to 12 minutes.
We're going to reset the clock to 12 minutes here. No
12-minute reset, no play. So you reset the clock here. So technically this first play of the second quarter as Crumrine drops back. Going to air this one out here to Little, and that's going to be an overthrow and miscommunication. It looks like Crumrine not happy with Ferguson.
Incomplete. We'll bring up 3rd down and 11.
Has a little bit of wind here. What a beautiful day for football as Crumrine rolls out on the 3rd down and throws up to Legree. Great coverage by Logan Greenwald.
Pass is tipped and falls incomplete.
Incompletion. Sedgwick's going to bring out
11.
the punt. You're kind of in this no man's land of the 40 and 50. Is you can't punt too close, but you can't really kick a field goal. So you kind of need to go for it here. You got to make a statement also. Because it looks like they're going to punt this one. Crumrine lining up pretty far back. Moundridge isn't going to bring out a returner as this is going to be a touchback. Got a good bounce on it though. Looks to be falling back and Legree's going to pick it up at the 1-yard line. What a punt by Corey Crumrine.
Kick there for the Cardinals. It is down inside the
Sedgwick's
5.
punt.
Looks like the Wildcats are going to have the ball.
Wildcats ball on the 1-yard line. What a punt by Corey Crumrine.
Down and 10 from the 3-yard line.
Great punt by Crumrine leads to a Moundridge taking it over on their 3-yard line.
Next week we have no school on Friday for teachers. And then we got parent-teacher conferences on Monday of the following week. Look for information coming home with your child or in your email about both events. Then we'll have another no school day on November 4. Correction, on the November 1st.
As Hecox takes this now. Floats one out to Grill, wrapped up by, it's going to be number 9, Gage Harris.
We'll call that about a 4-yard gain there on the pass from Hecox to Grill.
Now, if you're the Wildcats, do you try to recreate what happened on your last scoring drive and just throw one up to Knitz? Why not? But also, I'd like to see them to get Modelmog more involved. You have that missed PI call. 7-7, 11-11. Left to go. 2nd quarter. 2nd and 6. Hecox motions out Knitz. Running through on an option. They're going to spin out and immediately, what a defensive stance from the Cardinals after getting burned by Knitz. You really hone in. You bracket him down. Like to see them get Modelmog a little bit more involved as well. You got to throw a ball. They're stacking the box. You can't run. You got to throw it. Mimic the success from your last scoring drive. 7-7, 10:35 left to go in the 2nd. 3rd and 7. Hecox takes this back of the end zone. Looking over, he's going to fire this one into Knitz, and he's speared immediately as that's going to be a 4th down. Knitz slow to get back up. Hopefully he's okay. Hit hard, just jarred in the back. Great coverage by Sedgwick.
Comes up just short on that pass play to Knitz.
This is pretty interesting. You're 4th and 1 on your own 13. You're going to go for it as maybe they're just going to run one down and a huge mistake by Gage Harris. They're clearly not snapping the ball as Hecox runs up under center, sells it perfectly, and maybe it'll be on Moundridge. And that's going to backfire down a legal procedure on Hecox. So turning the tables, you're going to back the Wildcats up for a 5-yard penalty. Those are those detailed things. You got to limit mistakes like O'Connor said. They are going to punt this one down. Really confused on what the penalty is with an illegal procedure. Henry looked like he did everything textbook-wise, but maybe he had a costly, little things. As Blau's kick. Pretty far back. What a kick by Cyrus Blau, first-year football player. That's going to go out to a great kick to pin them inside their 30. Not sure what the penalty was on, and he thought they had Harris down there. .8:59 left to go. 7-7 hasn't scored since the first quarter. What a kick by Cyrus Blau. 44 yards. Look out for Ferguson here as he takes this one for about a 6-yard gain. 2nd and 4.
Number 8, Ferguson with the carrier. Tackle made by Grill. We're going to call that about an 8.5 or 9-yard gain. It'll bring up 2nd down and a long 2, or correction, 2nd down and a short 2 or long 1.
2nd and 2, 7-7, 8:35 left to go in the second. Ferguson's going to get this one again and immediately tackled. Great play by 50, Thomas Jenkins.
And Hartog and Jenkins in on the tackle of number 8, Ferguson. Short loss on the play brings up 3rd down and 2.
Been a punt fest as of late. The last 4 drives have all been punts, but great defensive fronts from both teams, limiting high-powered offenses. Carmine takes this, going to roll out, looking for Looper on that, and he's going to get a 1st down off of this. Fires through Knitz and crosses the 50-yard line. 8 minutes left to go in the second. Interesting calls from the officiating so far. I'm not ever going to be one to blame the refs on an outcome of a game, but they have certainly shaped the game, that's for sure, with a penalty on Heacock's back there. This one's going to go to his brother Crumrine. Big hit by Kane. This is again a sophomore stepping up.
Pass is complete to number 4, Spencer Crumrine. On the tackle, we have number 6, Josh Kane, after about a 1-yard gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Pretty big game here, too. 7:22 left to go, 7-7, 2nd and 9 on the second quarter. Crumrine now rolls out. Passes this one out on an overthrow to Looper. Here's that body language for Crumrine. Really shows if he's angry or not. Sedgwick trots out for a 3rd and 9. 5 straight punts from both teams. Gonna hand this one off inside and gonna get a 1st down. If not, it's gonna be a 4th and short.
Number 7, Lane Durst with the stop. About 2 yards short of the 1st down, maybe a 1.5 yards. It'll be 4th down and about 1.5 to go.
I want to thank everyone for tuning in on a huge top 5 game. 6:44 now, 7-7, second quarter. Audibles now gets a different play call. And it's going to be a timeout, Sedgwick.
Timeout for the Cardinals of the half. That'll be a
4th and 2, 6:32 left to go. A huge 4th down, 4-punch straight. Going to see if Sedgwick can end that and break the scoring stalemate since the first quarter. As we'll be back after this timeout. And we'll be back after the Sedgwick second charge timeout. They have one more of the quarter, the half. Crumrine takes this himself, going to get the first down and more. You're going to see a lot of inside passes too. Crumrine rolls out. He knows who he's going to every time. The receivers know how they need to get open too. I could expect a screenplay or even on more of those rollouts. But I really want to highlight Dallas Legree, number 14, down here on the corner of your screen, guarded by Caden Elmore. As here comes that rollout here to Little, and he's going to get this one and a first down.
Complete from Crumrine to Looper on the play. Got about an 11-yard gain, good enough for a Cardinals first down.
I saw holding. And Sedgwick's coordinator is getting pretty mad at the not going, as Crumrine's going to go down. Throws this one out to Looper, and that's going to be an overthrow. So 5:57, second and 10. Sedgwick really likes to go hurry up.
Brings up second down and 10.
Here come the Cats trying to stop Sedgwick from scoring. Rolls out to Crumrine, and there his brothers. They're going to almost move the chains there. Third and short. You can see a screenplay here, or even just a power run by Ferguson, or even Crumrine.
Hit about 2 yards short of the first down. It'll be third down and 2.
And you know, if you're Moundridge, you already got a turnover. You already forced a turnover in the red zone on their first drive. As Crumrine takes them himself. Going up, already has a rushing touchdown. 5:34 left to go. They're going to kind of run this hurry-up thing again.
Your ball carrier was Crumrine, who takes the ball down to about the 6-yard line, where it will be first and goal for the Cardinals.
5:25, 7-7, second quarter. First and 6, as Crumrine takes this himself. Inside run, trying to create what he did on his first touchdown. Crumrine 2-yard run in about the fourth drive of the game. Crumrine takes this, going to hand this one off inside to Ferguson, and he's going to go through, and Durst just carries him down. Big play by the Wildcats. Third and 4. Would not be shocked if Sedgwick goes for it. It's kind of not a win-win situation, but a win-okay situation, as you could say. Win, they score. The okay is they're pinned all the way back here, and they have not been able to move the ball when they're pinned inside their own 10 all game. Really like to see Moundridge go more into the passing game too, as Sedgwick's going to charge their third and final timeout of the half. So
third and final charge timeout.
Talk things over here on this goal line stance. Third and 4, 4:21 left to go, 7-7.
Trunk or treat event on
volleyball team headed to Harrington for regionals. Is this going to be a Sedgwick touchdown?
Pass is complete.
7-13, Sedgwick takes charge as Crumrine has his 22nd touchdown of the season. Sedgwick responds accordingly. 7-13, looking to make it 7-14. Wide open was Spencer Crumrine. As this one's through the uprights, and what a night for football, and also what a night for this moon. As an orange moon, pretty interesting sight.
The visiting Cardinals now lead 14.
As beautiful sight for some beautiful football.
Here's a reminder that the FCCLA will be handing out water bottles at halftime for those of you who are interested in walking the track. So
Beautiful sight here at Wildcats Stadium. 7:14, 4:16 left to go in the second.
As the Moundridge Middle and High School pep bands, under the direction of Mr. Cole Wagner, serenade us.
Coach O'Connor has not been happy with the officiating down here. Second-year head coach, only one loss in that playoff game to Chase County. Well, at this rate, it's going to be 2, and this is a huge game here, as it's probably the best team they've faced in about 4 years at this field. So. Really, really like to see them get Knitz more involved again, and also model like that pass game. It's so strong when it works. Could really, really see them catching Sedgwick slipping too. Run game has not worked. They've bracketed that box, and you cannot run the ball on them. So that's when you go to the pass game. You're such a versatile offense. It's really, really is a shame that Burge isn't playing for the Wildcats. That would be a huge guy to have. So. Kicking off is Sedgwick. If you're just now joining us, you've missed one heck of a game as Sedgwick punches in their second touchdown of the evening. Following it up, they're going to kick this one off for Moundridge's most likely final drive of the half. Elmore has this now. He's shifty, dances around. It's going to be brought down at about the 30.
Return man for the Wildcats, number 2, Caden Elmore. It will be 1st and 10 for the Wildcats.
1st and 10 on their own 29.
Yard line. Correction, the 29-yard line. We'll call it the 28 to get started.
Hecox takes this, has Greenwald out to his left. Hands this one off to him. Pushes through, and there's that run game. They needed that to work.
Knocked out of bounds by number
Very vocal here as Sedgwick's coaches, as they should be.
Paul Grill for the Wildcats. But not until Grill picks up a nice 8-yard gain.
Grill picks up 8. Need to get that run game more involved. Grill is so big and strong that he can really run through your face now as Greenwald's lined up, as I really like to interchange that duo. Huge running back duo for the Wildcats this season, accumulated about 7 touchdowns combined. Knitz motions out. Hands this one off inside the Greenwald, and why not? Take what you can get after 2 big rushes.
Ball carrier for the Wildcats is number 4, Logan Greenwald. And it looks like they'll move the sticks, so that gain, ladies and gentlemen.
Moving the sticks indeed. 3:51, 7:14, second quarter, 1st and 10. Hecox motioning out Grill. Solo pocket, drops back. First read is the Grill, no good, rolls out, dances around, kind of puts Culp in a tough situation, dances out of it. It's going to find Kane, and that's going to be incomplete. Would have been a huge gain, big momentum swing for Moundridge if that would have went. Dances and prances, but ultimately an incompletion. Trying to draw the Cardinals offside. 3:18 left to go. 2nd and 10 in the second quarter. How do you respond after a Sedgwick touchdown? You can't let them go up by 2 scores. Really like really what they like to do is get up big and run with it. Hecox rolls out. Fires to Knitz on the sideline. That's going to stop the clock for about a 4-yard gain.
Pass is complete to number 1, Kaiser Knitz. Call that about a 5-yard gain. It'll bring up 3rd down and 5 for the Wildcats.
Hecox now has Grill. Motions out Knitz. Falls back. Hecox drops back, looks for a screen play. Going to run a design screen into Grill, and he takes this one through. Oh, he flips through. Right about that 40, that 30, that 20. He's going to be wrestled down by a Green. A huge pickup for the Wildcats. Interior screen run, drip through. Hit the hole hard and ran with it. Why not?
On the reception from quarterback Hecox. Tackle made by number 14.
Green wrestles him out. Grill is out of speed to house call it, but all of a sudden Moundridge has all that momentum on their side.
First down, 1st and 10, Wildcats. Signal is signal is offsides, encroachment against the defense, which will be a 5-yard penalty.
So Moundridge moving up the plays again. Your ball in there, 11. What a run by Grill, and what a way to respond. Your first read was to Knitz. You're under pressure. You really just have to hone in, relax. The pressure's coming. You got to get a ball. You find Grill in there. Oh, what a play call. Hecox has it. Nobody in the backfield. Gonna lob one up to Knitz. He pushes off and he's gonna get it at about the 1-yard line. And what a catch from Knitz. Possible push off on that. One-on-one coverage. You throw it up to your athlete.
Pass is complete down to Knitz.
Second down. On the 1-yard line.
That gain good enough for
really could see a Hecox design run in here. Or even a Paul Grill touchdown. Hasn't scored in the last 2 games. Hecox takes the snap. Hands this one off inside the Grill. Grill dances around the outside, trying to wrestle through, gets really close to that touchdown. Don't see a universe where Grill doesn't get this ball again. Greenwald waiting on the sideline for his time.
Goal from the 1.
Talking it over now is Hecox and Knitz. Still talking it over. Comes off his Grill and comes on as Greenwald. Hecox has this, hands it off sides, keeps it himself, is going to wrestle through for a Wildcats touchdown. 13-14, 1:20 left to go in the second quarter. Way to respond to Wildcats' huge drive. Going to be a flag on the field.
We do have a penalty flag down on the play, so we'll see what that is. The signal preliminarily is a touchdown.
1:20 left to go, 13-14, the second quarter. You strike, I strike back has been the momentum of this game. Whoever scores, the other team has followed up. So, It'll be 2.
Touchdown Wildcats. There's a dead ball foul against the Cardinals.
3-yard touchdown or less runs by both respective quarterbacks.
Kickoff. So there'll be a 15-yard walk up on the kickoff.
And a penalty on Sedgwick, and you just keep pushing them back. Moundridge really takes advantage of penalties, really likes to capitalize on mistakes and limit their own.
And the point after try is good by Cedric Cyrus Blau.
Huge drive by the Wildcats. Long sustained drive really kept them in it. 14-14, 120. This game has been nothing short of what people hyped it up to be.
Hey, don't forget, as the pep band plays and the students cheer, cheerleaders will be selecting.
Wildcats have just responded. Every time adversities came, that's something they didn't do against Marion. Moundridge looking to punt it away here. Kick it away, excuse me. You'll be interested. They're on the 45 due to a 15-yard Sedgwick penalty. So, just going to fire this one through the end zone.
That kickoff goes through the back of the end zone by Blau, and it will be 1st and 10 for the Cardinals with about 1:20 left in our first half of play. Hey, don't forget, also at halftime, ladies and gentlemen, the concession stand is open for you. They've got sodas and Gatorades, popcorn, all kinds of good stuff. Restrooms are also over here on the west side of the stadium, just north of the home grandstand. So come on over, use the restroom, grab...
1:20 left to go in the second quarter. 14-14, Sedgwick is going to come out trying to respond. Take a lead before half would be nice. Crumrine looks out, motions a man out, going to fire one up. Overthrown, and a penalty on Elmore. Unbelievable call there, as that's been happening all game, but Caden Elmore gets his hands. I'm not sure why you called that, but you haven't called that all game.
Signal is pass interference on the Wildcats.
It's PI on the Wildcats, 15-yard penalty.
15-yard penalty will move the ball up after that incompletion to the 35-yard line, where it will be 1st and 10 Cardinals.
Pretty big play here. Crumrine's going to air it out to his brother. On Caden Elmore, it's going to go for a touchdown. Nothing but heat coming from that arm.
Was a 65-yard pass play.
65 yards. See you later. 20-14, but there is a penalty. That might be coming back. Caden has been cooked by Spencer Crumrine so far.
The touchdown will stand. This will be a dead ball foul against the Cardinals.
Going to be a dead ball call. Touchdown stand, so you can't take away from that monster 65-yard touchdown. Corey Crumrine showing his arm. He's a pitcher, and he's one heck of a QB.
And that 15-yard penalty will be assessed.
15-yard penalty, so PAT attempt could be a little shaky here. Sedgwick with the lead, 20-14, 103. Insanity. (2014) They're going to go for 2 here. you're Caden, you got to play up. You cannot press, especially with how athletic Spencer Crumrine is. And he does. He learns from his mistakes, bounces out, fires this one over the top, and that's going to be incomplete. 20-14, big stop on two-point conversion. Moundridge going to try to come out, score. They do not get the ball at half, and the opening drive was a Knitz fumble, so not a lot of offensive firepower on their first drive, but 20-14, 1:03 left to go in the second. Greenwald has it, spins out of a tackle, but swarm of Cardinals come up, and that's going to be an unnecessary roughness call on Sedgwick.
Got a penalty flag down on the play here. Greenwald, the return man. We'll see what the penalty flag is.
Dude.
Signal is personal foul face mask against the Cardinals. That'll be a 15-yard penalty. So the Wildcats will add 15 yards to that return, and they'll have the ball with 57 seconds left. 3 timeouts for the Wildcats.
57 seconds, 3 timeouts left. How will the Wildcats respond? I think this drive is a much-needed points. You at least need a field goal here. You need to score points up here. It's going to be really interesting to see what the Wildcats' game plan is going to be to slow down Sedgwick. They've had all the momentum in this late half second quarter. Hecox takes the snap, drops back, steps up in the pocket, airs this one out for Knitz. We knows he has an arm. Incompletion. Knitz looking for a pass interference, and they are not going to call it.
Pass falls incomplete, attempted for.
Interesting. I saw a hand in there, and it altered the play. I call that a pass interference, but cannot rely on the refs for an incompletion. So. Wide open is Greenwald here, and he's going to shift around. 41 seconds left. Timeout, Moundridge.
Pass is complete to number 4, Logan Greenwald. Good for a Wildcat.
Big first down for the Cats, as that's going to be a timeout, Moundridge.
First timeout of the half. It'll be 1st and 10 Wildcats here from the 43-yard line with about 40 seconds to go in the half.
Coming back after that huge Moundridge gain and after the timeout. Cox takes the snap. Looking back. Looking for Knitz. Steps up in the pocket. Going to take it himself. Shifts out of a Harris tackle. Collapse play. Turns into a 6-yard gain. Just showing off that experience as Cox. He's so detail-oriented. What happens when the play collapses. He's really, really good about that.
44, Riley Queen, and number 33, Matt.
26-7. You can see a QB draw here, or you could even see an airing it out. I could see them airing it out to Knitz or Modemog. I'd really like to see Modemog get more involved here in the passing game. He really has been quiet all game, kind of bracketed in. Timeout Wildcats, so 26-7 left to go. It's 14-20. Game of the year, potentially. Certainly shaping it up to be second and 2nd. 2nd and 2. Okay. Cox dropping back, tries to air it out, and a huge sack comes for Sedgwick. They need to clock it. They need to get back. They need to clock this. 11 seconds, 10 seconds, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, and they're going to spike it with about 3.1 left to go.
Pass is incomplete on 3rd.
One final play. I do not think they'd bring out Cyrus.
6.
That's tough. You're out of timeouts. You got to hone and you got to clock it. Great awareness by Cox as they're going to come out here for a Hail Mary. Looking to get an opportunity to go up at half. Sedgwick does retain possession at the half. Cox takes it. Looking back. Airs this one out to Knitz. Caught by Knitz. Are you kidding me? Touchdown Wildcats. Are you serious? An absolute prayer of a pass channeling his inner Aaron Rodgers as he delivers it. Touchdown Wildcats. 20-20. The prayer has been answered to take a lead in the half. What a throw by Knitz, and what a catch. What a throw by Cox. What a catch by Knitz. 2 studs. Are you serious? How do you respond now if you're Sedgwick? It's a good thing you're coming into that half and you can talk about it because what a play.
Hey, there the Wildcats use their 3rd and final timeout.
Wildcats use their timeouts. Are you kidding me? What a play. What a game. 20-20. Just insanity. We'll be back after this timeout. Welcome you back. This place is jumping. Absolutely hype is Wildcat community. Blau's looking to give the Wildcats a lead going into the half. Tied up right now. Blau's kick is through the uprights. 21-20. Going to be your score going into the half. Cats with all the momentum. We'll be back here for second half action. Don't go anywhere. This game's going to be a thriller. And we welcome you back for a second half action. 12 minutes on the scoreboard, 21-3 after a Hail Mary throw by Hecox to Knitz. Insanity. Cyrus getting ready to kick this one out. 21-20. 12 minutes left to go. Airs this one deep back, touchback.
Oh.
21-20, third quarter. Sedgwick with the ball after scoring a 65-yard touchdown. Gonna hand this one off inside to Ferguson.
Ferguson with the carry. Thomas Jenkins on the tackle. No gain. Brings up second down and 10.
Ferguson is limping. He's been limping the past couple of days, too. You see it on film. This crumb run drops back. Going to air this one deep out to his brother on Caden. Great coverage by Caden Elmore. Making the second half adjustments. That's big from your senior. That was big coverage from Caden, preventing another touchdown at a 65-yard gain in the first half. Crum right now, rolls out. Fires one off, that's going to be picked up by Durst. 2 interceptions so far. Lane Durst comes up big. Interception, Wildcats. Are you kidding me?
Lane Durst with the interception.
Absolute insanity. Lane Durst making a name for himself on defense. Hasn't been has not made plays like this before. Picks it off. What a interception from Lane Durst, and what a horrible read from Crumrine. Didn't even see him. 2 interceptions today by Crumrine. That's his 4th on the season as Hecox looks to come out after that absolute bomb over to Knitz. Knitz motions out. Hands this one off to Grill. Trucks through a guy and it's going to be brought down immediately.
Fumble on the play by the Wildcats gives the ball right back to the Cardinals.
And a fumble on the play from the Wildcats. Huge turnover, back-to-back turnovers as Sedgwick's going to get the ball back. And we're back, and what a sequence of events there. Another turnover by Sedgwick leads to a Kaiser Knitz touchdown.
And that results in a Wildcat touchdown. Touchdown, Wildcat. Touchdown.
Sorry about that, but we are back. What a sequence here is all of a sudden. Wildcats have the ball. And that's going to be 28-20 now, and what a sequence of events. I don't even know what happened.
50 seconds to go in the third quarter. The Wildcats take the lead, 28-20.
Grill fumble turns into a Sedgwick turnover, and now a Knitz touchdown. 3 touchdowns on the game for Knitz. Sorry about a little technical difficulties. It's the most exciting part of the game. But wow. Crazy game, 28-20. Moundridge with all the momentum. Sedgwick shooting themselves in the foot. Coming out of the half. Blau's going to kick off after a monstrous sequence of events, and Legree has it. Fakes it out. Tripped up, spins out. That's going to be Jacob Elmore bringing him down. Insanity.
Flag down on the play. We'll see how that affects.
First half stats, Moundridge 11 first downs to Sedgwick's 12. 37 rushing yards and 52. A lot of pass game here. 215 yards out of the first half for Hecox. Pushing him all the way back. Now Sedgwick has no offensive momentum. 28-20, 10:32 left to go.
Quite a few Wildcats in there. Thomas Jenkins, Lane Durst on the tackle of number 33, Maverick Stout. Call that about a 1-yard, 2-yard loss. Brings up second down and 12.
Crumrine drops back in his own end zone. Rolls out. Throws one away. Straight to Matt, the trainer.
Pass ball is incomplete on second down.
3rd and 12, third quarter, 28-20. Moundridge comes out of the half swinging. Crumrine now back of his end zone, 3rd and 12. High snap. Hands this one off to Stout. Big tackle by Durst and cleaned up by Greenwald. That's going to stop him, but I do not doubt that Sedgwick doesn't go for this.
Dan Hartog with the tackle. Ball carrier once again is Stout. We're going to call that about a 10-yard gain. Brings up 4th down and 2.
4th and 2. They are going to go for it. Crumrine dances out. Fires one to Legree, and that's an incompletion. Moundridge regains possession. The ball has not moved past the 50 all half. 9:48 turnover on downs. This is a chance where Moundridge takes control of the game and controls the pace. This is huge. Leading with his eyes was Crumrine. Great coverage by Knitz. Heacock takes a snap, fakes it out to Greenwald. Dances one around and a miscommunication on a curl from Knitz.
Just a bit outside. That'll be 2nd down and 10 for the Wildcats.
Absolute insanity here at Wildcat Stadium. 66 degrees, beautiful day for football. Grill now will trot out. Game is everything everyone hyped it up to be. Heacox takes the snap, hands one off inside to Grill. Cleaned up by Harris, who leads the team in tackles.
Ball carrier there, number 5, Paul Grill. Tackle made by number 9, Gage Harris. About a 2-yard loss, brings up 3rd down and 12 yards to go.
Three turnovers in 50 seconds. Blau now warming up his leg. Knitz drops back. 5-step drop. Airs one out for Monomog. Wide open. Touchdown Wildcats! Wide open was Monomog. Over 2 defenders. 34-20. Moundridge has come out of the gate swinging. The body language of Sedgwick is showing. Moundridge is capitalizing. Absolute head top from Bear Monomog.
$10 for Wildcat activity. That's the 5th one right there, ladies and gentlemen.
Absolute insanity so far. Moundridge controls the game up 2 scores. Sedgwick far from out of it. Block kick. Here we go. Live ball, and that's going to be called dead. Cyrus gets hit. Blocked kick. 34-20. Absolute insanity.
So with 8:53 to go in the 3rd quarter, the Wildcats now lead 34-20. Hey, remember, if you can't be here, or know someone who can't be here tonight, it is being broadcast on the Wildcat Sports Network on YouTube. You can hear the smooth voices of Joe Azarito and Connor Adams.
(34-20), 8:53. Absolute statement made by the Cats. Sedgwick is crumbling within. The body language is showing. How mentally tough is Sedgwick? (8:53), 34-20. Moundridge kicks off with a whole head of steam. Sedgwick has not moved the ball for more than 10 since the half. Fakes one out to Legree. Open hole. Slips through. Here we go. Legree, one man to beat. He will get flipped up and a touchdown saving by the kicker. Kickers are athletes too.
Touchdown saving tackle by the kicker there, Blau, right at
Cyrus Blau, touchdown saving. Huge return for Sedgwick. That gives them that momentum shift they needed. Elmore lines up with Legree on that backside. Hands one out to Looper. Pushed out of bounds there. They really like to move. You're going to see a lot of hurry-up offenses here.
Nice pass play there from Crumrine to Looper for about a 12-yard gain. Pushed out of bounds by number 13, Elmore. 12 yards on the play. Good for a Cardinal first down.
34-20, 8:38 left to go in the 3rd quarter. Crumrine takes it, rolls out, straight to Looper. They're running the same play over and over, and Looper is going to take this straight to the 5-yard line. Moundridge has got to cover the flats.
Logan Greenwald knocks out this time.
Running the same play where they roll out with Crumrine immediately. His eyes lead exactly where he's going.
It'll be ball at the 13 or 14-yard line. First down and 10 for the Cardinals after the pass play.
Crumrine takes it. Hands this one off to Stout. Huge tackle here by Grill. Gets his hands in there.
Paul Grill with the tackle of number 33, Maverick Stout. We're going to call that a 2-yard loss. Brings up second down and 12 for the Cardinals. Got an official's timeout on the play. Got an equipment issue
7:49, 34-20. Absolute insanity. I wanted it to be a shootout, and I get what I want. 34-20. Third quarter, big second down coming up. Drops out right, looks for Looper. First read isn't there. Crumrine doesn't know what to do. Goes back around looking for, that's going to be Legree up top, but great coverage by Caden Elmore. Getting back to where he should be, learning from his first half mistakes. He's had 2 big PDs, pass deflections. Crumrine gets the play call. Stout lined up to his right. Takes the snap, high snap, fakes it off to Stout, takes it himself up the middle. 4th and 11 now for the Cardinals. We'll see what they do. They traditionally, if they need to kick a field goal, they'll bring out Legree, but I doubt they do. You have to go for it, but at the same time, if you do not get this 4th down and Moundridge goes up 3 scores, this game is over. Big 4th down here, biggest of the season for the district championship as well. Drops back. Crumrine fires one out to Legree. Beats around the corner of the inside. Huge stop by Elmore. It's going to stop him short. Correction, that would be a move of the chains, but big tackle by Elmore to stop him from scoring. You could see a huge Crumrine run too. Highlight Crumrine on this play. Number 2, QB takes it himself. Up top, pushes it in. Huge stop by the Cats. They really, really like to go to the Crumrine inside run.
That brings up second down and goal.
Crumrine looking to take it himself too. Highlighting Legree, back corner of your right side. Floats one out, one-on-one coverage with Elmore. Tries to fire it in, huge defensive coverage from Hecox. Forces an incompletion. Moundridge just holding on.
Complete on second down. It'll be third down and goal now for the Cardinals.
Legree lined up on your right side of your screen with Elmore in single coverage. You could see a jump ball here. Legree is athletic. Elmore presses up. Hands this one off to Stout, and he hits through that A-gap. Touchdown, Cardinals.
In for the Cardinals is number 33, Maverick Stout. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Absolute insanity. A blocked field goal. Missed PAT opportunity. 26-34. It keeps it within 2 possessions.
Wildcat defense with 5.5 for correction. About 6 minutes to go here in the third quarter now. The Wildcats lead 34-26.
Huge block from the Cats. 34-26 at 5:57 left to go in the third. .557, 34-26. Moundridge needs to respond to a Sedgwick touchdown. Could really be interested. They did get Matamug involved with that back corner touchdown. Legree with it back. Sedgwick's first time with the varsity all season, other than their 15-2 win over Trinity. As they're going to touch that on an onside kick attempt, and they'll be moving up 10. Shooting themselves in the foot is Sedgwick the second half. They have not limited mistakes.
What happens here on the attempted onside kick?
The district championship game.
No flag down on the play. Wildcats did recover the onside.
.556, 34-26. An onside kick attempt is no good. Grill has it to the right side. Prances around, tackled with about a 5-yard gain to a run to the left.
Paul Grill with the carry there for the Wildcats. Gains about 4 yards. It'll be, we'll call that 3 yards. It'll bring up second down and 7 for the Wildcats. Pass play complete from Peacocks to Knitz. That gained into about the 36-yard line. Good enough for a Wildcat. First and 10 Wildcats.
Biggest game of the season for both teams. Nothing short of what was expected. 34-26, 4:36 left to go on the clock in the third quarter. Knitz motions out. Hecox takes it, fakes a run inside the green wall. Fires one into Knitz himself, and that's Chapman on the tackle.
Micah Hansen with the tackle for the Cardinals on the pass play of 7 yards from Hecox to Knitz. It'll be second down and 3.
Henry dances around, looking up top. High leverage tackle there. Running clock.
And on the tackle is number 51, Carson Conway for the Cardinals. Ball carrier Hecox getting about 3 yards.
All the momentum on Moundridge's side. Sedgwick drives down the field, facing adversity and scores. How does Moundridge respond? 4:03 left to go in the third. First and 10. Moving the chains nicely after a Knit's 12-yard reception. Monomog all alone with Crumrine over top. Knit's double bracketed in. Hands this one off to Grill. Pushes around that left side. Fights for extra yardage. Is going to get about a 5-yard gain. Legree is hyped.
South at 14, Legree, combined on the tackle of ball carrier Paul Grill. He picks up about 5 yards on the play, brings up second down and 5.
Hecox snaps, draws them off sides. Sedgwick shooting themselves in the foot again.
Signal is offsides, encroachment on the defense. It'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Absolute mayhem here in Moundridge.
Looks like it will still be second down and inches here.
Second
for
and
the
inches.
Wildcats.
(34-26), 2 minutes left to go. Hecox trots out, second and inches. On a chilly October night, we'll crowd a district champion. Snap by Hecox. Floats one out to Greenwald. Big hit by Culp. Going to push the Wildcats back a little bit.
Culp and Legree in on the backfield, combined on the tackle of Greenwald. That'll be about a 5-yard loss. And about 5 yards to go.
Two minutes left to go. Just breached into that 2-minute mark. 34-26, third quarter. Time winding down. Biggest fourth quarter of the season for both teams coming up. Hecox takes it, drops back, looking for Knitz. Floats one up anyway on Crumrine. Floats around and almost intercepted by Legree. Almost a touchdown too. Wrestled that away, Legree. If he would have pulled that away, that would have been huge.
That'll bring up fourth down and 5 yards to go from the 20-yard line.
Hecox takes a snap on a 4th and 5. Delivers one out to Knitz, and that's going to be an incompletion. Bad ball by Hecox. First and 10 for the Cardinals, looking to make it a one-score ball game.
Cardinals will take over first and 10 from around the 20-yard line.
Crumrine now rolls out, fires to Crumrine. Big hit by Hecox. Absolute nailed in the backfield.
Crumrine to Crumrine. about a 4.5-yard pass play. Hecox with the stop brings up second down and about 5 to go.
Crumrine rolls out. Straight to that right side. Dances around and hit by Grill. Big hit by Paul.
Paul Grill, I think. Paul Grill on the tackle. Crumrine, the ball carrier, picks up 3, 3rd down and 2.
Crumrine takes a high snap in the backfield, rolls around, looking to make something out of nothing, and he's going to throw that away. Huge 3rd down. Turns out 4th and 3. Both teams love to go for it.
Incomplete after the high snap on 3rd down.
High snap by Micah Peterson, 5'10", 165 junior. Just shooting themselves in the foot this 3rd quarter collectively. Their 4th quarter adjustments have to be limit mistakes. This game would be a tie ball game if they did not turn the ball over and shoot themselves in the foot. Crumrine's going to punt. No returner back for Moundridge. This is going to bounce. Bounce again, all the way, trickling all the way back to about the 28-yard line. No, 18-yard line.
56-yard punt there for the Cardinals. That turns the field over, and the Wildcats will have it. 1st down and 10, just a shade under 30 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter.
27-3 left to go on the clock. 34-26, 3rd quarter.
Hey,
ball on their 18-yard line. Moundridge needs
cheerleaders will have
to
some
score.
T-shirts to toss out
Huge
for you pretty
stop.
soon, and I've seen them. They are practicing those T-shirt cannons, so be ready here, ladies and gentlemen.
Hecox takes it with Greenwald on his left. Motions out Knitz, similar to the first play of the game. Keeps it himself. Doesn't go to a speed option. Over top. This is where you start chewing that clock down. 15 seconds, likely the last play of the 3rd quarter.
Henry Hecox with a 5-yard gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down, or 4-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 6. That will be our final play of the quarter. So we'll switch ends, and we'll head to the 4th quarter here in Moundridge, ladies and gentlemen. All right, heads up on the T-shirts. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Your cheerleaders, courtesy of Next Tech.
Coming out for this 4th quarter, biggest 4th quarter district season, biggest 4th quarter for both.
Is tomorrow. That will impact both Moundridge and Sedgwick middle school volleyball teams. Matches start in the morning. Will begin at around 11, and they'll be played in both gyms, middle and high school gym tomorrow. The JV football team on Monday will travel to Towanda to play Circle. They'll travel to Towanda to play Circle on Monday in a JV game. So again, once again, parents, remember if you're going to watch JV football Monday, you're headed to Towanda, not to Sedgwick. And then also on Monday, if you want to go watch volleyball, you're headed to Harrington. Greg Fast tells me 10 a.m. for middle school volleyball tomorrow morning.
Knitz takes the snap this time, going to try something different. Runs out to that left side and slides down.
We got 3rd down and 1 here.
3rd and 1. 11:38 left to go in the 4th. 34-26.
Quarterback sneak there, being about 3rd down and 1 for the Wildcats.
Peacocks has it. Takes the snap. Designed inside run. Fake handoff to Greenwald.
Peacocks with the keeper. The Sedgwick defensive line gets credit for that stop. Peacocks does pick up enough for a Wildcat. 1st and 10 Wildcats. Right at the 30-yard line.
Peacocks has it. Delivers it to Knitz. Dances around Chapman. Forces up for about 2 extra yards, and that'll be a 2nd down.
1st and Conway with the tackle. Kaiser Knitz the reception from Heacock. 7-yard gain brings up 2nd down and 3.
Wildcats looking to do something. Peacocks has it. Throws one up to Modomog and tries to call a pass interference, but
Passes too deep for
brings
the
him down as
receiver,
well.
Modomog,
Sedgwick
bring up
went
3rd
to
down
offensive
and
pass
3.
interference. 3rd and 3. Modomog's really good at selling the pass interference. Doesn't get a lot of calls, but he really does do a good job. Peacocks takes the snap, rolls out similar to Crumrine. Throws one up top to Knitz, and he just falls back, and there's going to be a penalty on the field.
Down on the play. The pass is complete, but we're going to see what the outcome of this flag is.
I think this would be on Sedgwick.
Signal is holding against the Wildcats. That's going to.
And that's actually going to be on the Wildcats.
That infraction, so 3rd down and about 14 and a half to go.
Peacocks takes the snap with a running clock. Drops back, clean pocket. Launches one up for Modomog, and that's going to be caught on a head tapper. What a catch from Modomog, making statements left and right.
Pass is complete from Heacox to Modomog.
Hit the weight room. Bear Modomog's coming through.
That gain good enough for a Wildcat. 1st and 10 Wildcats now in Cardinal territory.
Heacock's been showing that arm left and right tonight with the run game not available. No interceptions on the season. He's going to keep this one himself. Trucks through for extra yards. Henry Heacock's absolute bulldozer.
Ball carrier there was Heacock, who gains about 4 yards on the play. It'll be second down and about 6 for the Wildcats.
Heacock has it. Knitz in motion. Fires around. Clean pocket. Dropping all the way back and just doesn't get rid of the ball. Sacked back as he's slow to get up. Heacock's down. Not what you want for Moundridge. 7:13 left to go. Speared in his side, too.
We got a sack on the play. Injured Wildcat here is Heacock.
Henry goes down. Backup quarterback is Owen Caldwell. They'll probably use Knitz, though. Henry luckily walking off. His helmet strap is broken.
Got a timeout on the field. Charge to the Cardinals.
Hit hard was
Timeout
Knitz.
of the half for the Cardinals. And it will be third down and about 18
Heacock's down.
to go for the Wildcats.
He's hurting, but you got to power through. You have got to power through. Trying to find a helmet. Trying to find a helmet is Heacock. Luckily, he is okay. No good for that one. Maybe this one. And that'll do it. We have a winner. Heacock shaking up. Hopefully he'll be okay. It's a good thing he's walking. 7:13 left to go. Sedgwick talking it over. 3rd and 17 after a huge sack. Heacock still trots back out. Looking back is Heacock. Floats one up. Beautiful pass down to Knitz and through the hands. Beautiful coverage there by Looper.
Pass falls incomplete on
4th and 18.
Down. That will bring up 4th down and about 18 to go for the Wildcats.
Blau's kick. High back there, no returner for Sedgwick. And that's going to pin him inside their own 15. If you're Sedgwick, you got to score. Time winding down, 6:58, 34-26.
Goes the punt by Blau,
14-yard line.
1st and 10 Cardinals. Hey, as we near the end of the game here, folks, I would remind you to please find trash in your space and put that in a trash bag at the end of the night. We are low on facility staff, which also reminds me that if you have any interest in employment through USD 423, we definitely could use bus drivers, and we also definitely could use facility staff. So,
Crum right now steps up in the pocket, tackled down for about a 3-yard gain.
3-yard gain on the play for the Cardinals, brings up 2nd down and 7.
Drops back is Crumrine, looking out for Ferguson and an incomplete pass. 3rd down and 7.
Falls incomplete, brings up So again, as I was saying, please make sure your trash ends up in the nearest waste receptacle at the end of tonight's contest.
Throws one out. Missed tackle by Elmore. Slips him up anyway. 4th down. Moves the chains for a first down.
Shoestring tackle of number 14, Legree. Legree does gain it up on the pass play for a first down. It is 1st and 10 Cardinals.
Pushed out of bounds is Crumrine.
Crumrine to Crumrine on the pass play. That gain good enough for a Cardinal first down also, as Crumrine Spencer is run out of bounds at about the 38-yard line. Corey Crumrine with the ball carry. Picks up about a yard.
Sedgwick's driving.
The tackle for the Wildcats brings up 2nd down and 9.
Elmore with plenty of space over there with Crumrine. Hands this one off to Stouth. And he'll be brought down short. First down. So back-to-back 3rd downs, back-to-back attempts too. Sedgwick's done a very good job at maintaining 3rd downs and capitalizing on Moundridge's mistakes in the flats.
Picks up about 2 yards, brings up 3rd
Setting
down.
up for an exciting finish. 34-26, 8-point game. Crumrine rolls out. Weaving through traffic's going to be stopped short. 4th down. Sedgwick's going for it. No question.
Crumrine to carry. About a 6-yard gain. Brings up 4th down and about 1.5 to go. 4th down, ladies and gentlemen.
Big 4th down. Wildcat Stadium's rocking. Crumrine takes the snap. Doesn't throw it. Learned his mistake from Durst and a huge hit from Hecox. Needed a stop there, didn't get it. Sedgwick still needs a 2-point to tie the game.
Hecox with the tackle there, but Crumrine does pick up about 4 yards, good enough for a Cardinals first down. 1st and 10 Cardinals in Wildcat territory.
A little bit of an interesting back now in. First carry on the season.
On the tackle of number 43, Preston Agee.
Preston Agee gets in.
Maybe 4-yard gain, brings up 2nd down and a long 6, short 7.
Leading all-purpose yards is Crumrine. Big hit for Elmore. Looper slow to get up. Boomstick for Braden.
Made by number 10, Owen Looper. About a 2-yard gain on the
3rd and 4.
3rd down and about 5.
3 straight 3rd downs. 2 straight.
We'll call that 3rd and 4 officially.
Attempts there. Elmore lined up after his huge hit on Legree. Crumrine rolls out. Delivers out to Crumrine. And it's going to be tackled. Sedgwick is driving on a first down. That's 3 straight 3rd downs and 3 straight
Crumrine to Crumrine. Elmore
completions
on the tackle.
to move
That
the
would be
chain.
Caden Elmore. The gain there good for a Cardinals first down as they continue to move the ball. This one right outside the 35-yard line.
Crumrine takes the snap. Delivers inside. Shifts around. Tackled there by Kane. Wildcats trying to limit as much. The 2-point conversion may decide this game. Take it into overtime.
Crumrine the carry. Josh Kane, Lane Durst.
Sedgwick trying to tick away that clock.
Gain, 2nd down and 4.
Crumrine has it, delivers one out to Crumrine. He slips out of a tackle here with Greenwall. Nothing but room. Hecox tries to catch up. He dives for the touchdown. Did he get it? Waiting on the call. And it's going to be at the 1-yard line. Sedgwick trying to hurry up.
Crumrine to Crumrine, just short of a touchdown at about the 1-yard line. It's
Ferguson could get on the board for the first time tonight. 1 yard to go. Could also see a Crumrine inside run. QB draw. That's what's going to happen. He's going to take it himself, and he prances right into the end zone. Touchdown, Sedgwick. 2-point game. This 2-point conversion is going to decide this game. Not out of it yet. If Sedgwick doesn't get it, they still need to hold Moundridge. 2:35 left to go.
Tonight's fan of the game, courtesy of the MHS cheerleaders. Tonight's fan of the game, ladies and gentlemen, is Brooke Knitz. Congratulations, Brooke Knitz, on being tonight's fan of the game.
Sedgwick not knowing what to do. Needed a timeout. Shifts around. Play collapsing. Crumrine's delivering it down to Legree, and that'll be caught. Tie ball game. 2:34 left to go in the fourth. Collapse play. Crumrine makes it happen.
On the play.
First 2-point attempt of the game goes positive.
Conversion is successful. The score tied up at
Dry charts for this game.
all.
Started out with a Knitz fumble and then a Crumrine interception to Knitz, and a turnover on downs for the Wildcats. Then a Crumrine 2-yard touchdown run. Knitz 27-yard touchdown reception from Heacock. Sedgwick punt, Moundridge punt, Sedgwick punt, Moundridge punt. Crumrine touchdown to Crumrine for 4 yards. Heacock's touchdown run in for 14-14. Crumrine's 65-yard touchdown to his brother makes it 14-20. Heacock's Hail Mary pass as time expires in the half to Kaiser, 21-20. Crumrine interception to Durst. Grill fumble, Sedgwick fumble. Knitz touchdown, 28-20. Sedgwick turnover on downs. Heacock takes it himself to Bear, 34-20. Moundridge had all the momentum. Then a Stout 1-yard touchdown, 34-26. And a Moundridge punt, Sedgwick punt, Moundridge punt. Then now a Crumrine 1-yard touchdown run and a 2-point to make it a tie ball game. If you see any similarities there, it's after the punt fest points to the score. Be a really interesting drive for Moundridge. You cannot put the ball in Sedgwick's hands. You have to take as many times as you can. 2:35, 34-34. Tick, tick, tick. Burn off that clock.
So we're going to try to get this scoreboard issue figured out here.
Big kick by Legree, returned by Knitz. Takes it himself, wide open lane. Shifts around, stops for a second, and gets a tackle with about 2:26 left to go.
20-yard return on the play by Knitz. It'll be 1st and 10 Wildcats from the 30-yard line. We are rebooting the score clock here again, folks. We are giving it an old reboot. It's kind of glitching out on us. We'll see if we can get it to stay.
Scoreboard down. That's not us this time. Because now it's on. Heacox has it. 2:27. Tie ball game, fourth quarter. Low snap. Falling back. Delivers to Motomog on a huge gain. Stays in bounds as he should. Falls down. Time running down to the 2 minutes.
Tackle made by Gage Harris on the pass play from Heacox to Motomog.
Great throw by Heacox in there, and great catch by Motomog, and what a yards after catch as well. 6-0 Sedgwick, 5-0 Moundridge. What a game. Both teams are beat. Both teams are tired. Who's going to persevere with less than 2 minutes left to go in the game? This is where you find out who's mentally strong. Back-to-back low snaps, doesn't matter. Knitz has it, shifts out of bounds, needed to stay in there. 1:38 left to go, 34-34. Now, if you're Moundridge and you're going to try to score, you cannot leave time for Crumrine and that Sedgwick offense. They know how to score. They burned you on one. They had a 65-yard touchdown, and we had a Hail Mary. Anything's possible.
Again, just a reminder, at the conclusion of tonight's contest, we do ask that you please find trash in your area and put it in any nearby trash bags that you can.
Setting up for an overtime finish or a last-minute thriller. 1:38 left to go. 34-34, 2nd and 5, 4th quarter. Hecox drops back. That's 3 straight low snaps. Fires one out to, that's going to be caught by Durst. Strange reception there. That's only his 3rd reception on this season.
At the 30-yard line. That pass from Hecox. Good for yet another Wildcat.
Folded one up in that Kane Durst area. Not sure where he was going with that, but 1:25 left to go. 4th quarter, 34-34. Hecox airs this one out. Straight down there for Moundridge. He flies up there. Caught. What a catch on the 1-yard line. Are you kidding me? And they're going to call that incomplete. He clearly had possession. Are you kidding me? Incomplete pass. I'm not sure what they saw there. It was clearly a catch. Wow. Insanity here. 56 seconds left, 34-34. Crazy. Not sure how. He clearly had possession. 1 foot in bounds, too. He falls down. You got to rally now. You can't let that shake you. 2nd and 10, 56 seconds, 34-34 in the 4th. Hecox drops back. Dances around. Looking for something. Going to take it himself. Fires it out of bounds.
Pass just off the fingertips of Mr. Holloway. It is incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Nasty game so far. Nut crunching time. 48-6 left to go on the clock. 3rd and 10. Do they bring out Cyrus Blau, first-year football player, to kick a game-winning field goal, or do you try your luck like you did in the first half, the end of it? Hecox waving through. Drops back. Sends them all. Horrible offensive line showing. He throws one into double coverage and incomplete. Offensive line just shells through. I wonder if that was a screen pass, but 4 guys break through.
And on 3rd down, the pass play is incomplete.
Offensive line falls apart. Cyrus Blau is going to trot out here for potentially a game-winning field goal. 42-4 left to go. This is big. First time he's ever been in this position before. Will not be his longest of the season. Our 36-yarder against Harrington.
First charge time out of the half.
First charge for Moundridge. Cyrus Blau warmed up all drive. Gotta watch out for a fake here if you're Sedgwick. I don't think Moundridge is gutsy enough to try it, but you never know. This game has been everything everyone said it'd be. Cyrus Blau is going to try to kick the field goal to give Wildcats the lead. Big kick here. First ever in this situation. 42 seconds on the clock. Clean hold. The kick is up. Through the uprights. No good. No good.
It was the right distance, ladies and gentlemen, but it is wide left.
Wide left, no good, just outside, 42, 40, 34, 34, fourth quarter. Sedgwick has an opportunity to go down there and win the game on a missed field goal. Moundridge has to keep their head on a swivel. Brutal kick. Clean hold and everything, just wide left.
First and 10 for the Cardinals from the
That would have been big. Crumb right now. Wouldn't imagine they'd run it here. Stout though, big run here. Dropping Heacocks all the way back. Still going. Moundridge needs to wrestle him down. Timeout Sedgwick.
first down run there for the Cardinals. It is first down and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Crumline floating one up here for Looper. This one's gone. It is going to be incomplete. Kaiser Knitz with a huge knockdown. Would have been an absolute killer.
Hand in the face there by Knitz. Knocks the ball down. Second down and 10 yards to go for the Cardinals.
Spencer here with the ball. Caden Elmore over top. Already beat him once. Greenwald needs to have open coverage down low. Timeout Cardinals. Second of the half. 13-3.
Ladies and gentlemen, should this game go to overtime, we will have some special rules in play, and we'll cover those here for you in just a little bit, because it's been about 19 years since we've been in an overtime game here at Wildcat Stadium.
Crumline has the arm to just take a shot here. 13-3 left to go on the clock. 34-34. What a finish. This game goes into overtime, though. For the first overtime game here in Moundridge in 19 years. A little fun fact for you. Dropping back is Crumline, looking for something. Then Hartog comes with a head of steam. He throws it out, 7.2 left to go.
Second down, brings up third down and 10.
Long way to go for the Cardinals. Wildcats are missing Burge over the top. They could have prevented a lot of these touchdowns, Burge, in this game. Flipping through. Headstrong for the Wildcats. Two up front. Crumline rolls out. Big hit from Grill. Falling down, 1.9 left to go. Grill had a huge read and a huge pursuit on Crumline.
9 seconds left.
See a shot from Crumline, obviously. Interested to see what they'll pull out here in their bag of tricks.
And the timeout is called by the Cardinals, their third and final charge timeout of the half. And that is the final play of regulation.
And that'll take us to overtime, 34-34. What a game. We'll be back to the start of overtime. So welcome you back. 7.1 left to go. We're about to get kicked off for overtime, so do not leave your seat or wherever you're watching. Moundridge is going to start with the ball. A little bit of college overtime rules, so pretty interesting here. Connects one-on-one back there, too. Over the flat, looking for something. Hecox is going to throw this one up to Modelbog. Back in the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. Toe tapper. 007, Barrett Modelbog. Just an absolute football player, Bear Modelbog. Toe tapping. The question here, do you go for two and make Sedgwick go for two as well? Because now you're trotting out for the one, and if Sedgwick does score, that'll mean they go for two, they win the football game. But also it's not guaranteed, so. Neither is a PAT, though. Here, Blau's looking to get back on his last kick, which was a little wide left. And this one straight through the uprights this time. Wildcats up by 7. First play of overtime. Bear Modelmog showing his absolute athleticism.
Next, same deal from the 10-yard line. Sedgwick's got the ball first and goal from the 10-yard line on their offensive series.
Starting at the 10 now is Sedgwick. Model Mog, what a grab. Zach Dixon getting them hyped up. Getting the Cats on their feet. Big defensive stop. Quick overtime score. Sedgwick. District championship on the line. 41-34. Takes the snap. Rolls out. Delivers a pass down to Looper. Wrapped up by Katie, brings him down. Second down.
Number 2, Crumrine to number 10.
3 more stops to go for Moundridge.
That brings up second down and goal. Ball at about the 8-yard line.
Really could assume they do the same thing as they did last time, just on an opposite side. Throws one down, lit up, absolutely taken away. You can see a Crumrine run like he has. He's got 2 touchdowns already through the ground.
Pass complete to Spencer Crumrine.
2 plays.
Tackle made there by the Wildcats.
2 plays left to get 4 yards. Do they go for 2? Silence the Cats. Moundridge has done an excellent job tonight. Best they've played all year, offensively. Crumrine has it. Takes the snap with Little in motion. Rolls out. Looking for Legree. Has a touchdown, Sedgwick.
That is a touchdown, Cardinals.
Touchdown, Cardinals. 1-point game. Do they go for 2 and end it?
Pass is complete to number 14, Legree from Crumrine.
That's going to be a Sedgwick timeout. Do they go for 2 and end the Cats? Or do they go for 1 and keep playing?
As they make their decision on whether to go for 1 or 2.
Do you take a guarantee, not a guarantee, but a pretty well guaranteed 1? Or do you go for a win? The mentality of you got to beat the best to be the best. Do you do this 2-point? Biggest play of the season for both teams coming up. And they're going to trot out, looking to go for 2.
Cardinals will be taking the field here for their point after.
They're going to kick a field goal, actually. Well, they are going for 2. Game on the line, biggest game of the season. 2-point conversion, 41-40. Overtime, rolls out, delivers a pass, incomplete. Moundridge wins. Moundridge wins. Moundridge wins. 41-40. This is an 8-man. This is a district championship. Moundridge storming the field. Moundridge with the throw win. Moundridge wins. Insane. Looking for their playmaker, doesn't get it. Moundridge wins. 41-40. Statement win to go undefeated. Are you serious? What a game. What a finish. This is an 8-man. This is some real football. We just witnessed an absolute thriller. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll be here for Edmond next Friday.
We'll see what's going on in a couple weeks as we get into the playoffs.
Absolutely insane. Moundridge wins on a 2-point conversion.
And we'll see you again soon.
Insane. We'll be back. Absolute thriller. Good night, Cardinals.